Able to see the screen? The class is now recording. Okay. Able to see, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So actually, I want to cover something else, but I want to revise this topic and one more before I can
Okay.
actually start that because I'm not really sure what the proficiency still is in this topic. It's a very, very basic topic, but yeah, I still want to be sure that everybody is on line with the
Mm-hmm.
vocabulary at least, right? So, les mois de l'année et les saisons. I'm sure you know these months, but let's try saying them first, okay? So you know there are 12
Okay.
months, right? From January to
Yeah.
December. Can we start speaking them? Can you try saying them out loud so that I know the pronunciation and all of that is correct?
Janvier,
Oui,
février,
mm,
mars,
oui,
avril,
oui.
May, May, I guess. May or May. I forgot the pronunciation of May.
It's the same. It's May,
May.
oui.
Juin,
Juin,
juillet,
juillet,
août,
août.
septembre,
Okay.
octobre,
Mm-hmm.
novembre,
Oui.
décembre.
Okay. Can you say April again?
Sorry?
Can you repeat April? Just April.
Avril.
It's Avril. Okay. The A is a little A. I mean, it's not as
Avril.
subtle. It has to be pronounced as A, just like the usual A we do. Okay.
Yeah.
Avril. And now we have
Avril.
seasons. Everything else is correct. That's good. Okay.
Okay.
Um, Now we have seasons. Do you know there are four seasons? What is this season? And can you say that name?
Spring, I guess.
Oui. Is it called?
Le, le printemps.
Le printemps. Very nice. Okay. Let's see. What is this?
L'été.
L'été. And what does this mean?
Summer.
Oui, summer. अभी summer चल रहा है. Uh, then
L'automne.
l'automne,
L'hiver.
l'hiver. Oui. I'm sure you know this right already, but I actually wanted to revise these before
Yeah.
we could go on to cover. So yes, I also want to revise this before I actually taught a very similar topic to this. So you remember the names of the countries that we learned that day? Were you
Yeah.
present?
I was there. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, just say these names out loud so that I know the pronunciations are correct. Then we'll move on to a related topic.
Okay. Lond.
Learned. It's not on. It's learned.
Lund.
Learned.
Les États-Unis.
Oui.
L'Allemagne.
Mhm.
L'Espagne.
Oui. Very good.
La France.
Oui.
Le Brésil.
Oui.
Les Pays-Bas.
Les Pays-Bas. Très bien.
La Chine.
Mhm.
Le Japon.
Le Japon. Très bien. Okay. Now, so today what I wanted to cover was the nationalities. Okay. So we
Okay.
learned the other day that the country names can have all the meanings, all the genders. I mean, different genders depending on which country is it and what is the gender of that. And now French people are defined it basically. We have to learn it that way, right?
Yeah.
So now when I want to say I'm from this country, there's one way of saying that. Like I'm from India and I can just say the name of the country. But if I don't want to say this long way of saying I'm from that country, I can just directly say I'm Indian, right? The same
Yeah.
way in French, we have these nationalities and they are defined again very specific in terms of how French people say it. There's no other way. than to learn these, but eventually the important ones, at least they come up so often that we remember them. Okay, so I've
Oh,
again just done the same thing for the countries that we learned on the last slide. We have the nationalities of the same countries. Okay, so if I
oh,
were from India, what would I say? Je suis indien, and then if I were female, I would say je suis indienne. Okay,
okay.
यहाँ पे same. So these
Right.
parentheses are for those. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
right. Can you start? Just say je suis and then say the nationality.
Je suis, je suis Indian.
Okay, indienne.
Indian.
Oui.
American.
American. You would say it American with the e.
Oh,
So
oh,
if Hussein were to say it, for example, he would say Americain. Okay, he wouldn't say
okay.
American because there is no e at the end of a masculine nationality. In the sense
Oh,
that for masculine saying his nationality, he is only gonna use the masculine word. All right.
okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then
L'Allemande.
just say that say the full sentence. I'll also
Oh,
say
sorry.
the
Je
masculine
suis,
sentence.
je suis allemande.
Je,
Allemande.
je suis allemande. Je suis allemand.
Okay.
You
The
notice
V
the
has to
difference?
be pronounced in the female.
Exactly. You see, the pronunciation rules are very useful here. Je suis
Yeah.
allemand, je suis allemande. All right.
Yeah, I get you.
Then espagnol. Je suis espagnol.
It's gender neutral for
Uh,
female and male.
just a moment. I need to confirm this. I think I wrote it incorrectly. Actually, I wanted to share that as well. Nationalities in French. There's a page from Lawless French. It has a very good list of all the nationalities. Let me check if this has this. No, it's not. So yes, this is incorrect.
Oh.
Yes. Can you say that again now? Meanwhile, I'll share this.
Je suis espagnol.
Okay.
Je suis français. Française.
Oui, if you were French, you would say je suis française. Okay. And I would say je suis français. Je suis français. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
All right. Then
We Brazilian. Brazilian.
Braz- oui, whenever double N, it's always sounded as an N. Okay. So you say
Okay.
brésilienne. Je suis brésilienne. And I would say
Brazilian.
je suis
Oh,
brésilien. Brésilien.
okay.
Okay. So notice
Okay.
the first sound remains the
Is that
same.
need in this? Am
Oui,
I pronouncing as
néerlandaise.
okay?
It's weird
Just
because the name of the country use it as Peba and then they switch back to Netherlands
yeah,
somehow.
that's why I'm pretty skeptical about that.
That's how it
Yeah.
is.
Je suis chinoise.
Oui, je suis néerlandais. If I were to say that, okay,
Okay.
just for the record, okay. Je suis chinois, and you were saying je suis chinoise. Okay, the
Mhm.
difference between female and male. All right, go on. The last one.
Je suis japonaise.
Oui, je suis japonais et je suis japonaise. Okay,
Mm. Yeah, I
all
get
right.
it.
So these are the nationalities. Why I'm teaching you this today is because I'm teaching you something called as coordonnées. Coordonnées. Do you know what is coordonnées?
No idea. Coordinate. Okay. It
Okay.
sounds familiar though.
I'm sure you, if you've done A1, you would have done it. So it's a very basic thing whenever, for example, you go to a reception or something, right? Or there is a new person who doesn't know, if you're registering for something, for example, a course or something, or if you're registering yourself in a school or a hospital, uh, there's this need of telling them everything that you are. Like they will ask you XYZ things, and then you will tell them those XYZ things. For example, uh, either I can ask you every question bit by bit, or I can just tell you to give me your details, right?
Okay.
I asked you to prepare an intro. That's different. But when I'm saying coordonate, give me your coordonate. It literally means I'm asking you to give me your coordinates. Okay. And by coordinates, I just do not mean your location. Okay. I mean a lot of other things are related to you. For example, what is your name? What is your first name specifically? What is your last name? All right. So all of those details, like what is your age, we'll cover that. Uh,
Okay.
Donner c'est coordonner, giving your details. So, for example, if a lady is asking this man and is filling out all of these details that this man is telling to her on this paper. So, what might she be asking to this lady, to this man? Sorry, his prénom. What is prénom?
Name, first name.
The first name, okay, and then no.
Second name or last name, actually.
Yes, it's the last name. So French people, they don't use first and last. They use prénom for first and then nom for last name. Okay,
Okay.
basically
Okay.
family name, whatever you want to call it, last name or family name. Then age. In French, we call it as âge. Okay.
Ash. Mm.
Then date de naissance, and I revised the months just for this. Date de naissance, date de
Date
naissance,
of birth.
date of birth exactly. Lieu de naissance,
Place of birth.
place of birth. Très bien. Numéro de téléphone.
Number. Mobile. Telephone number.
Exactly. And for this, what you should know, the numbers, of course, right?
Numbers, yeah. And we have
And
to
I
spell it
was
as double double in French. We can't like pronounce.
exactly, yes, I think I did tell you this, right? So if, for example, the is this big number 78754, let's just take this example where there are six digits. Let me switch back to a pen so that this sticks. For example, if a number is this big, okay, 7865 4 3, just it's a letter number. For example, in India, what we or let's just take the full example so that we can compare it to India. 1 2 3 4. Okay, if this is the number in India, what we generally do is, just a moment, we say it like this in groups of two: 98154 35671. Just reading
Yeah.
this one, we say 78654 234, right? We
Yeah.
say it as
Yeah.
five digits clubbed together, and then the other person duly notes it and then remembers it somehow. Okay, that's the process in India. But what French people do, and it's a good thing that they do this, is they only say two letters at a time. Okay, so they club two letters and then they say it out loud, and the other person notes that two letters one at a time, and the other person who's saying it says it two at a time. So it
All
makes it
right.
slightly easier to note the number. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the gist. And for speaking out two-letter numbers, of course, need to know how to say two-letter numbers. And for that, you need to revise the numbers that we covered in within this slide as well. Okay, I can
Yeah.
go back and cover now if you'd like. Do you want me to?
Uh, I guess I'm pretty doing well in the numbers, at
Okay,
least till now.
let's test it out.
Special
Uh,
needs, the should I say
can
it?
you, we. Can you say this number that is in you?
Soixante dix-huit.
We. I'm not really
Uh,
sure why it's flashing, but okay.
am I audible right now? Is my
You
voice
are.
clear? Yeah, soixante dix-huit, right?
We.
Soixante-cinq.
We.
Uh, oh my God, 40 is 14 and 14.
We.
Quatre,
14 is for. 14.
quatre, trois. Quatre trois.
No, no, no. Quatre trois means four and three. We don't say it like that. Okay.
Okay.
Quatre trois is four, comma three. Just like
Okay.
saying four three, but we don't say four three. We have to say 43. How will you say 40?
Quarante trois. Sorry. Yeah.
Quarante trois. Yes. Very nice. Then we have 12.
Douze.
Douze.
Trente quatre.
Okay, very nice. So you are fairly comfortable, looks like it, but still give it a read. Okay, don't be overconfident
Sure.
in numbers because it's very basic and ये बहुत बार यूज होता है हर चीज में. ठीक है?
Sure.
So
Okay.
that's numero the telephone for you. Okay,
Okay.
let me switch back to disappearing. All right. Then we have address mail, and I think it looks very self-explanatory. Address mail is just the same thing as mail address or the
Yeah.
email address. Okay. And then we have at end, जो हमने आज पढ़ा, what is that? Nationality.
Nationality.
Okay. Either you can say you are Indian, just like you generally say if you were, for example, if someone asks you directly what's your nationality, you definitely would not say I am from India.
Yeah.
Sound very weird. Okay. If somebody explicitly asks you what's your nationality, you have to tell them your nationality and not the country of your origin. So you can say, if for example, quelle est ta nationalité, Desika? If I ask you this, okay, what will you respond?
Je suis indienne.
We pay attention to the that first letter in. It's a little different than it should. It's not en. You see, O-E-N is en. Like, for example,
Okay.
enfant. This is called enfant, right?
Mm.
And we did this pronunciation, if you remember, I-N with a vowel versus I-N with a consonant. These two pronunciations we did. The first is with the vowel, it's called in, sorry. Uh, this is in, okay? And with the consonant, it's what? It's on the end.
Indienne.
Yes. And if you were to say this word en, you would use the sound that you were just making, which was on the n. On. There's a u sound. I mean, it's very hard to do it in English. That's why I switched to Hindi when I am to tell you the pronunciations.
Yeah.
But for now, we can use these as reference. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So if I were to say quelle est ta nationalité, Desika, what would you respond?
Je suis indienne.
We just read and the end. Very nice. So, if I were to ask you directly, can you give me a coordonnée? Donnez-moi tes coordonnées, s'il vous plaît.
Je m'appelle Jessica.
Oui, follow this.
Uh, oh, okay.
Follow this and say mon
Mon
prénom est.
prénom est, mon
Oui,
prénom est Jessica.
oui. Quel est
Et
ton nom?
mon nom est Jay Chandra Kumar.
Ok, quel est ton âge?
J'ai 21 ans.
Ok, quelle est ta date de naissance? Naissance.
Euh, Ma date de naissance est 11 septembre 2002.
Ma date de naissance. Ok.
Ma date de naissance est 11 septembre 2002.
Ok. Et quel est le lieu de ta naissance?
Euh, mon,
Désolé. It's masculine. Le lieu.
euh,
Le lieu de ta naissance. And you would say le lieu de mon naissance. À ma naissance.
ok. Le lieu, le lieu de ma naissance est Chennai.
I'm typing it out just to be clear. Le lieu de ma naissance. Okay. The place of my birth est quoi?
I'll note this down once again. in my note to be
No, no.
present.
Oui, 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 bien sûr. Can you say the lieu de ta naissance once again? What's your
Euh,
lieu?
lieu de ma naissance.
Oui, le lieu de ma naissance, c'est et
Le lieu de ma naissance est Chennai.
Chennai. Très bien. OK. Et ton numéro de téléphone? Oh,
Okay, this is something I have to decode and tell you.
oui, oui.
Uh, um,
Okay, let me open your number then. Let's see if you can tell that out loud. You remember your own number, right?
yeah, I know, I know.
Okay. So tell that to me now. For
Capital.
others on the call who will watch the recording, paste the number here so they know. They anyways have it in the group. But yeah, this is the number in the Indian format. Now Desika will tell us it in the
Okay.
French format.
91, 5, 50,
50,
72,
oui,
35,
35,
0,
05, simply.
05. Yeah, right.
ठीक है? Very nice. Très bien. Okay. And quelle est ton adresse mail? इसमें, before I actually ask you to tell it, I wanted to tell you these signs in French. So the ads, okay, in French is called arroba or arrobas, whatever you want to call it.
Arroba.
Okay. And then the dots, when you want to say dot com, for example, you can say point com.
Point.
Oui, point com.
Point com. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
For example, it's xyz arroba gmail.com.
Okay.
ठीक है,
Arroba.
arroba.
Wait. Ma adresse mail est Desika 11 20 28 arroba gmail.com.
Okay, très bien. That's good. Now, all of this is done. So, can you resume? Okay, so I uh, resume is French. Can you summarize what do you mean by donner ses coordonnées and how will you give your coordonnées? Just do it
Uh,
if you'd like.
donner ses coordonnées means giving our details.
Oui.
So we provide our details by telling our name, age, and date of birth,
Mhm.
and telephone number, and other basic details like email address, nationality.
Oui, très bien, ठीक है। अब हो
Yeah.
सकता है वो कुछ और भी पूछ ले, व्हाट इज़ द city of your origin and things like that, but I think these are the basic ones. All right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So related to this, I had one or two audios that I wanted to discuss. All right?
Okay.
So now you will hear some people saying the same. It's like you did. You introduced yourself by giving your details, your phone number, etc. People are doing the same thing. They are of course telling their name. They can directly tell their name. Je m'appelle XYZ and उनका surname भी वो साथ में बोलेंगे. The person who's writing it can definitely make that math in his head and write his prenom and know himself if he wants to, right? If I tell you my name is Mohit Aneja, you know my prenom is Mohit and my no is Aneja.
Yeah.
So it might be the case that I can just explicitly tell you mon prénom est Mohit. या फिर I can just tell you tell Mohit Aneja. And you have to decipher that in your head. Okay, his name is Aneja, his prénom is Mohit. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
make sense?
Yeah, it does.
All right. So let me know if you're able to hear the sound as well. Just once a moment.
Page 22,
Is it working?
Yeah, yeah, it's audible.
activité 2. A. Elle s'appelle Julia. Elle est italienne.
Okay, what did he say?
Elsabel name wasn't clear. Elsabel and LA, again, the nationality was kind of blacked out for me.
Okay, we'll go back.
S'appelle Giulia. Elle est italienne.
Julia.
Oui, elle s'appelle Giulia et elle est de quelle nationalité?
I'm skeptical about it. Can you replay this once?
Oui, 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 bien sûr. Listen to it. Turn up your volume, and if you have headphones on, right? It's
Yeah,
important
I
for
do.
this thing that you have it. All right.
Yeah.
Elle s'appelle Giulia. Elle est italienne.
Tayin. It's something like Tayin. Tayin.
Try, try, try.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
What did you hear? Sorry.
Tayin, I guess.
Close. You missed the first word. Everything else is correct.
Okay.
It's not
Italian?
I. Oui, it's Italian. Elle est Italian. You missed
Okay.
the I
Okay.
sound. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Let me play back.
Giulia. Elle est italienne.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's clear. Yeah.
Italienne. Okay.
Italian.
Elle s'appelle Julia. Elle est italienne. Very nice. Let's move on.
B. Tu t'appelles comment?
Simply, tu t'appelles. What was the question?
Tu t'appelles comment? What is your name?
Exactly.
C. Nous sommes coréennes. Nous aimons les langues. Et nous
Okay, दो
Who's
sentence बहुत है.
Korean? Korean?
Nous, nous dash Korean. Can you finish that for me? Nous dash Korean.
Nous, Nuzo, I guess.
It's present. No, can't do this. It's correct, but the pronunciation is terribly wrong.
Mm, okay, it's tricky. The audio one is tricky.
This is the pronunciation. So I mean, the what you have to say is this, just for your reference in chat.
Nuzo.
Nous sommes. It's not nous sommes. Okay. The word that you're saying, it sounds to me like this. Nous sommes, we men.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Nous sommes. The S has to be very, very S. It can't be Z here.
Okay.
Okay. Nous sommes quoi? Nous sommes coréennes.
Korean.
ठीक है. All right. And what did we say? उसके बाद, let me play it again.
C. Nous sommes coréennes. Nous aimons les langues.
Nuzem. M. Nuzem.
Conjugation for MA with nous. And she says it.
Nuzem.
Say it out loud.
Nuzem.
When did we
M.
start? What's the ending with nous in French of present tense?
Oh, no. Nuze. Nuzem. Nuzem. Oh my god, I forgot the conjugation. Aim or aim.
Mo, yes, aimons.
Okay.
AMONS. ठीक है? तो nous aimons. They say this. Nous aimons quoi? Playing back.
Nous sommes coréennes. Nous aimons les langues.
Les langues.
Les langues. What?
Sorry?
What does it mean?
They are Koreans and they like their language.
Nous aimons les langues. They didn't say le Korean.
Oh, the languages in general. Plural.
Yes, they like languages. Okay, they like languages.
Yeah.
Meaning they might be liking learning languages. Very nice.
Et nous parlons coréen, anglais et français.
A.
Parlons coréen, anglais et français.
Very nice. So they speak three languages: coréen, anglais, et français. ठीक है, notice even though long is the feminine form, ठीक है, la
Okay.
langue est française, but nous parlons coréen, anglais et français. They didn't say it as feminine. Okay, so that's the
Yeah.
difference, right?
D. Je m'appelle Lars. Et vous?
E.
Oui,
Je m'appelle Las. Et
and
vous?
et vous, je m'appelle Lars. Okay, the pronunciation has all the spelling that you want to get. What's the spelling of Lars that they say? Just guess it from the pronunciation. So this is an
Las.
exercise not just to note the verbs, but it's also to note down the proper nouns and how the way they say them. So we of course need to learn how people say the names, right? So you have to know
Yeah.
to guess what's the name. If somebody, if you were speaking to a French person, you wouldn't tell them, okay, आप अब सिर्फ verbs बोलो, जो nouns है वो exclude कर दो क्योंकि मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता है, ऐसा नहीं होगा ना.
Yeah.
So just try to guess what's the
Je m'appelle Lars. Et vous?
Lars. Lars, maybe?
very nice. Je m'appelle Lars. Yes, that's the pronunciation. Okay, je m'appelle Lars. So that pronunciation directly translates to the spelling. If you do not know the pronunciation rules, the translation won't happen correctly.
Yeah.
Ag- Again, that PDF that we did in the first class is very, very important. Please go back
Okay.
to it because it's immensely going to help you in listening as well. Okay?
Okay. Sure.
All right.
Vous?
The next one.
E. Ils sont français. Ils ont 20 ans et ils...
Those sentences.
Français. So français is it sounds like a question. Are you French? Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Who are we talking about? Like, what's the subject?
So
Je,
français.
je te. Désolé, je, tu, il, elle. What is the subject?
You.
Désolé, क्या? It's which ill is it?
So français is something she said right now, right? I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure. That's what I heard.
Then, then what's the subject? I mean, if you're not, it's okay. We can go back. Let's go back. No problem.
Okay.
Je m'appelle Lars. Et vous?
E. Ils sont français. Ils ont 20 ans et ils sont étudiants.
Okay. Il plural.
Il, very nice.
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what gave away? I mean,
Ils
what was
sont
the hint for you?
français.
Yes. And what sound was that told you that this is ill plural and not ill normal? Il singular नहीं था.
Sound. Ils sont. Ils sont. So conjugation actually.
Yeah, actually the conjugation, the sound in
Yeah.
ill doesn't, it's the same, okay? Il and il, this is same. This doesn't give us the hint. The conjugation will. Ils sont versus il est,
Mm.
okay? Ils sont,
Yeah.
il, alright. Now you have to translate these.
E. Ils sont français. Ils ont 20 ans et ils sont étudiants.
Ils sont français. Ils sont 20 ans. Ils sont étudiants.
No, the first and second sentence is one slight difference. You have to tell me that difference, and that is what this sentence is for. This is this here
Uh,
for.
they they are French and they are students is something I got it.
Mhm.
The
Okay.
second.
What second sentence?
Sorry,
What's the second sentence?
I heard that as ils sont 20 ans.
We, and how would you say that out loud?
They are in their 20s, maybe.
How would you say I am XYZ years old?
Oh, j'ai. We conjugate with avoir.
Okay, and how will we conjugate avoir with il?
Sorry? Okay,
How will you
I'm not
consider?
getting.
So, of course, if they're saying their age, they would also be using, right? Is that clear?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting
So,
it.
and with ILS plural,
Maybe they
what
are
is the
20 total.
they're 20 years old. The thing that I'm teaching you is not if you heard one thing or not. The thing I'm
Mhm.
actually focusing on first two words and the first two words of the all three sentences that we just heard. So you have to notice a
Okay.
very slight difference in the way these first two words are said. That's your hint. Okay. Now I will replay
Okay.
the audio because this is very important. You have to notice this difference so that we can move forward.
Eux, ils sont français, ils ont 20 ans et ils sont étudiants.
Okay, I'm pasting the sentences for you in the chat. These are the sentences. Okay. Ils sont,
Yeah.
I won't say the second sentence. Ils sont étudiants. Can you say the second sentence for me?
Ils ont 20 ans.
And
Yeah.
what's the
Now
difference?
I'm getting.
First sentence?
Ils sont français. Ils
Very
ont
nice. And
20
what
ans.
can you describe that sound for me? In the first
Uh,
sentence and in the second
okay.
sentence, what's the subtle difference?
So, ils sont is conjugated with être, and ils
Oui.
ont is conjugated with avoir.
And that's the first difference, yes. And what's the difference in the pronunciation?
And the. Ils
Very
sont
nice.
is pronounced as it is, like with S.
Yes.
And in second sentence, there is like vowel followed by S. So we are pronouncing it ils ont.
Yes. So this thing here is pronounced as Z. Okay.
Yeah.
Z that went out of the screen, but yes. Zon. And thing is pronounced as S. Okay. We actually don't make the liaison. I'm just trying to tell you this that this S is pronounced as S, while this O is pronounced as Z because we carry the liaison from this S.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah, I'm getting it. The
Okay.
exception that we read in the first class.
Yeah. So this is a
Yeah.
very, very common exception. Ironically, you have to remember this because this is the whole difference between avoir and être. This pronunciation difference is the only thing that will tell you whether they said I have, I am, or they have or they are. Okay. So
Yeah,
we'll
I'm getting it. Yeah.
so they deliberately put three sentences with son, zon, and son next to each
Yeah.
other to teach you this. Okay. So let's
Yeah.
hear it one last time and try to notice the difference once again.
Ils sont français, ils ont 20 ans et ils sont étudiants.
Make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Right, very nice. Okay, that allows me to move on to the next audio. It's the same thing, but I think we did the MA wala part, right? Let's do this one now.
Page 28. L'essentiel. Compréhension orale.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, madame.
Nom et prénom, s'il vous plaît.
Okay, what happened?
They are greeting each other, and she is asking his nom and prénom.
Very nice. Yes, that's
S'il
what
vous
happened.
plaît,
Yes, s'il vous
please.
plaît, please. That's a
Yeah.
polite way of asking. ऐसे नहीं बोलिए नाम बता और प्रेनो बता, ठीक है? बोले नो प्रेनो s'il vous plaît, ठीक है?
Okay.
And culturally speaking, it's considered rude if you don't say s'il vous plaît in France. Okay, for
Yeah.
example, if you said boulangerie, do you know what is a boulangerie? It's a very common thing
I
for
mean,
French
it's a
people to.
familiar one, but I just left out it from vocabulary since I got gap, with A1 and all.
Yeah. So the thing is, in India, for example, in South India, what do you guys eat for breakfast?
Yeah, we eat dosa idli.
Yeah, you eat dosa idli, and most likely you would have the batter and at your home every day. You don't go out
Yeah.
and buy the batter every day. But there's a very
Yeah.
small cultural difference that make French people go out almost early, not every day, but maybe 2 3 days or once in a week at least, okay, to get something that they eat for breakfast. And what is that? What do they eat?
Like
They eat
croissant,
croissant,
croissant.
baguettes.
Yeah.
Okay, so they
Cafe.
eat a lot of bread. They eat a lot of bread and they drink a lot of coffee. Okay, so they go
Mhm.
to this place called bakery, the bakery. Okay, and
Okay.
it's called
Okay.
La Boulangerie.
Love lingerie. Yeah, I remember that I this was my jouet the role in A1 in Alliance Francis the Madras, but I forgot. Yeah.
Ah, no worries. So La Boulangerie, if you go and you have to ask them very politely, une baguette, s'il vous plaît. Otherwise, they won't probably give you the baguette, okay? And you would stay hungry.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh
that
my God.
s'il vous plaît is very important.
Okay.
And it sounds very, very small, but apparently it's very important for French people. Very important. I just can't stress it
Okay.
enough. All right, let's move on.
Le roux. L, E, R, O, U, X. Sébastien.
Okay. He tells his name, of course.
Yeah.
What's the spelling of his name?
Luro. I'm not sure,
We?
but I'll give a try.
We sure, of course.
L O
Uh,
R.
we?
Uh, I guess O and N for I'm not sure.
What's the one? All
Sorry?
right, Ian. Are there any other letters to his name?
Yen, yen.
Let's see. Let's check that and see if that is the case. Okay.
U,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
E, R.
Désolé. Just a moment.
Le roux. L, E, R, O, U, X. Sébastien.
X. Oh, X. Okay. X.
X, बट इसके बीच में क्या कुछ नहीं था?
Oh, I don't know where did I go wrong again. Okay.
It's not wrong. Just don't worry about it. But yeah, try to notice it this time.
S'il vous plaît.
Le roux. L, E, R, O, U, X. Sébastien.
Okay. U.
You very nice. And what's that sound?
U.
You.
U.
You.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is his name, and then it's Bastien directly.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is his no, and this is his prénom. So his name is Sébastien Leroux, whatever is the pronunciation of. Okay, Sébastien Leroux. Okay.
Mhm.
Date de naissance, s'il vous plaît.
What did he
That
ask?
essence.
Okay, I have to tell me the date de naissance of that guy.
Je suis né le 30 avril 1998.
Le lieu
Okay. What's the date?
30 avril.
Mhm.
1980 and I don't know, I missed out.
Okay, let's hear that out once again.
Le 30 avril 1998.
Le lieu de naissance.
Je
Is
suis
it?
né au
I'm not sure it's glitching kind of. Catherman, these I guess. Something like that.
Okay, let's hear that out once more.
avril
Yeah.
1998.
These. Okay. Okay, yeah, I got it.
1998. 1998.
1998.
Yes, 30 April, 30 avril Oh, pardon
Mean,
my. Yeah, this is A. Okay. And then 1998.
okay.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Mean of so what would you say for this word? This is the actual thing that you need to notice because every almost is born in either 19s or 20s that we're talking to. Okay, this is not very hard to figure out. ठीक है, तो this thing ये जो last के होते हैं and even इसमें भी this one because this is from the latter series most likely जिससे आप बात कर रहे हो.
Mm.
Latter series meaning these are the higher numbers because people are more
Yeah.
likely to be born after 1950s but in early 2000s, right? Because we still in early
Mm.
2000s. So इसके बीच में ही कुछ कुछ होगा मतलब I'm guessing there are no more people before 1950 तो the second
Okay.
series of 1900s have to be listened to. ठीक है, तो वो series थोड़ी tough
Mm.
हो सकती है. And if for example I'm talking about a historical person who maybe is no more, I can still say a very old number as well. ठीक है, I can still say
Yeah.
maybe he was born in 1800s. I can say that
Mm.
1875 में उसका birth हुआ था for example. I can use that word. But in general, if I'm talking about living people, it will be in 1950 or something like that to 2024, of course. So, in that case, the numbers of the higher series to be known how to say them. तो यहाँ पे the case is 1998. And what did we say for that number? 1900. And what did we say? This?
98.
Yes, you see, the process of saying it is itself hard. Listening to it and deciding it is also very hard. It's a tougher
Yeah,
job,
it
right?
is. Yeah.
So this needs to be practiced on separately. Listening to numbers because you can get very good in French listening, but if you're not good at listening numbers and deciphering it instantly, it will slow down your listening overall.
Okay.
This will become basically a bottleneck. Do you understand what's a bottleneck? Like, for example, do you know or not?
Okay.
Do you know what's a bottleneck?
No, not sure.
So basically, the meaning comes from this. So the amount of water that can get out
Mhm.
is limited by the neck of the bottle, right?
Yeah. Okay.
How much you want to get it out, जितना भी तेज आपको निकालना है, it still will be limited by the width of this. The same
Okay.
way, if your listening skill are let's say at B2, ठीक है, consider this as the water, ठीक है. But
Mhm.
if the neck meaning the proficiency in numbers is A2, your
Mhm.
listening overall will be at A2 only. You can't call it B2. Okay,
Mm.
that's the rule. I mean, just generating it very much, but just saying
So this
the
will
numbers are
limit
very
our, you know,
exactly the proficiency in listening. Okay, a lot. Practice this extra special, extra hard, so that you know
yeah,
how to appreciate or how to understand those numbers in the first go. For
sure,
that,
sure.
you
I will.
need to know yourself what are the numbers. Okay, that is when your brain will translate it directly. Make sense?
Yeah, it is. Totally.
Okay.
Le lieu de naissance,
Je suis né au Canada, à Toronto.
Okay. What's the place of his birth?
Uh, Date de naissance, sorry, lieu de naissance, sorry. And
Oui,
he
oui.
born in Canada, Toronto.
Toronto. Very nice. He was born in Toronto. And what did he say? I am born or I was born? And how does he say it?
Je suis né. He conjugated with ethna.
We
Uh,
haven't read it. The
yeah.
man, he says
Passé
actually this thing.
composé.
So this is Passe Compose ka teaser for you. Je suis né. He actually says the second sentence. There is difference in pronunciation, but the spelling of it has to be the second sentence that I just typed. Given he's a man
Oh,
speaking. We'll look at
okay.
what is the difference in Passe Compose. Okay.
Aujourd'hui, j'habite en France.
Aujourd'hui, j'habite en France.
Very nice. What does that mean?
Today, I live in France.
Very nice.
vous avez un numéro de téléphone, s'il
Vous
vous
avez
plaît?
Okay, yeah, I'm just
What did you
repeating
say?
myself. Vous avez the numéro de téléphone, I guess.
Vous avez dash numéro de téléphone, de नहीं है वो, बाकी सब correct है.
Numéro de téléphone.
France.
Vous avez un numéro de téléphone, s'il vous plaît?
Un
Oui.
numéro de téléphone.
Un numéro. Do you have telephone number? ठीक है. Cool. Let's hear that number. Try to note that down in the first go, okay?
C'est le 07 99 65 38 74.
Et une adresse mail?
Oui. Sébastien. Point.
Can you
Oui.
repeat that number once again, please?
Just a moment.
Le téléphone, s'il vous plaît?
Oui. C'est le 07 99 65 38 74.
Et une adresse mail?
Oui. Sébastien.
Yeah,
You can tell that to me now.
of got 07
Very nice.
89
You have to tell me that number in English.
99
Very nice.
65
65
38
38
is 74
74 is what?
74.
74. Very nice. It's a good job done. ठीक है. 07 49 65 38 et 74. ठीक है. Very nice. And what's the next thing she asks?
Mail address.
65
Exactly.
38 74.
Et une adresse mail?
Oui. Sébastien.leroux@net.com.
Arrobas. The pronunciation is baz. We somehow say the BAS as well. ठीक है. Arrobas. Okay. You pronounce it as bas, like as if this were double S-E, but the pronunciation, the spelling is just arrobas. Pardon the bad handwriting and typing it with the mouse keypad.
Getting it. So we have to pronounce the S.
We have. That's what I was saying. We pronounce it if this were a word with double S-E or a single E at the end. So we say arrobas. Okay.
Arrobas. Okay.
So he says, what is his email?
Sébastien point Leroux
Oui.
arroba I don't know
Mhm.
some .com.
Okay. Let's hear that word.
74.
Et une adresse mail?
Oui. Sébastien.leroux@net.com.
Net
What's the
.com.
spelling of net?
NET.
N-E-T. Très bien. Okay. So N-E-T. Sébastien.leroux@net.com.
Sorry.
Can you say the thing that I typed in chat? It's the same thing that he said.
Sébastien point Leroux arrobas
Oui.
net.com.
Very nice. That's correct. Okay. So this was about donner coordonnées. Donner से coordonnées मतलब giving your one's coordinates or literally giving your details. Okay.
Details.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Let me see what we have here. We have emotions. I actually wanted to cover a dialogue today, but there's no one in the class. Should we do it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Maybe we will discuss it once more in the next class so that everybody else can do it. But us time it will be your revision. Make sense?
Yeah.
Let Give me 1 minute, I'll be back. Just take a 1 minute break, go take a walk, and we'll start this topic. Émotion. Les émotions en français. C'est quoi le topic? C'est quoi?
Emotions,
Oui.
feelings,
Emotions and
expressions.
trends. So you want to learn how to express your emotions and trends. Okay. And
Okay,
we'll be
okay.
back in 1 minute, like at 9:05, let's say. 2 minutes break. Okay.
Yeah, cool, cool. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Ok. Est-ce que vous êtes là?
Yeah.
Ok. Continuons avec le sujet, c'est les émotions en français. Okay, so of course you know how to say how you feel in English or maybe in
Yeah.
Telugu, but let's today learn how to say that in French. Okay, so the plan was to say these sentences by the male students. So I will. So Hussein was to say this basically, and Ashwarya, you and one more student were to say these. The sentences, the feminine form. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So I will say the first sentence and you will say the second one. Okay. But
Okay.
first
Oh,
it and then say the male sentence. Can you say that? What are you feeling? Just try to guess the meaning from the face that is on the left side. Okay.
happy. It's happy.
Oui, très bien. And how would you say this?
Je suis heureux. Je suis heureuse. Heureuse.
Heureuse. Oui, je suis
Heureuse.
heureux. Okay. And I would say je suis heureux. Je suis heureux.
Okay.
Cool. And happiness, like the noun, is le bonheur. We're not focusing our attention on this one for now. We're
Mhm.
focusing our attention on these sentences, how to express yourself. Okay, we'll learn the emotion names later, but they're there for your reference. Okay,
Okay.
let's say the next sentence.
Je suis triste.
Je suis triste moi-même. Okay, I'm sad myself. Okay, je suis triste. Okay, what's this one?
Je suis joyeuse.
Joyeuse. Okay, je suis
Joyeuse.
joyeux. Je suis joyeux. If I were
We are
like
not
all
pronouncing
e-
the S in the end. I mean, it's X obviously, so it's a masculine form of the
yeah,
emotion. Okay.
yeah, we actually combine EUX, and this is the combination that we speak. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Je suis joyeux. Let me switch back to disappearing. Okay. Je suis. Is this?
I guess it's teammate.
Say that out loud
Je
with
suis
confidence.
teammate. I'm not confident. I'm skeptical about it, though, to be
No,
honest.
कोई बात नहीं. गलत भी बोल दो, कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ बोलो, सामने वाले को क्या ही पता चलेगा. Je suis timide. ठीक है? Je suis
Teammate. Okay.
timide. Can you say the D out of this? Timmy. What's the sound?
Je suis timide.
The. Yes, it's not the. I think I heard it, but I think you were speaking it correctly. Timide. Timide. Je suis timide. Je suis timide. इसका मतलब होता है what? Just guess it from the expressions.
Teammate.
Not a very good expression, but I mean, not a good picture, but ठीक है. It's close.
Okay. Shy, maybe?
I am shy. ठीक है. This is more like
Okay.
I'm blushing, but this is not the emotion that we're discussing. So this is not blushing. I am shy. This is the emotion. Je suis timide. ठीक है.
Teammate.
यहाँ पे obviously we are not doing il est, ils sont. All of those are possible as well. Nous sommes timides भी बोल सकते हैं. Two saying it together. But for now, I'm just taking je. Okay. I hope
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
like understood. Right. We can
Yeah.
have all the other and conjugations with this as well. And what's this emotion?
Surprised.
Oui. Bien. And say the sentence.
Je suis surprise.
Je suis surprise. Very nice. Je suis surpris. Okay. And I won't say the S at the end. So I would say je suis surpris. Okay. Je suis étonné. I can also say that je suis étonné.
Étonné.
Okay. I can. And for female, you would add an extra for female. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I'll skip this. Then what's this emotion?
Angry.
Yeah. And how that?
Je, je suis fâché.
Mhm.
I guess. Not sure.
Okay. Just a moment. Actually, I'm looking for that one thing. Okay, anyways. All right. Can you say that again?
Je suis fâché.
Je suis fâché. Very nice. Je suis fâché. And the same thing I will say. Je suis fâché. No pronunciation difference you notice. Okay. There's only a spelling difference between fâché and fâché. There's an extra E for feminine. Okay. And the emotion is la colère. La colère. Gussa. Okay.
Okay.
Anger.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Getting it.
what's this? What's this?
Um, anxious. Mhm.
Close. Yes. Close. Okay. वो उसके लिए एक proper emotion है. There's anxious में यहाँ पे it is worried. It's a not very good photo, but ठीक है. It works. I'm worried. How
Okay.
will you say I'm worried?
Je suis inquiet.
वापस बोलो. पहले वाला दो words हैं. They're
Anxious.
not.
Anxious.
Anxious. Yeah, anxious.
Anxious.
Just
Anxious.
okay. Repeating this. I N with the what left the meeting.
So very slight
Here, right?
difference. So it's just, in the heat of the
There's
moment,
no
I'm getting pronounced by that.
no. There's not no. There's not no slight difference. There's a huge difference. Versus uh, uh. You don't round your mouth at all in while saying in.
Okay. Ankit.
Uh,
Je suis Ankit.
je suis inquiète.
Ankit.
Oh wait, this way. Okay, inquiète. Very nice. And then je suis inquiet. If I were to say it, I would say je suis inquiet. Okay. And then
I have a
next
doubt.
one. Mhm.
Again, we are getting the vowel clash here, like S and I. So are we not pronouncing the sound here?
नहीं तो वहां पे प्रॉब्लम क्या था जब when this was there ठीक
Hmm.
है what was the difference why did we say this s को s की जगह z sound in this one but we are saying just three and that's the s sound in here what difference that's a very good question by the way
Um, because vowel and when yes is
vowel
called,
and vowel and that is clashing that's good that's correct
yeah,
observation but there's a small difference just notice the order of the vowel and the consonant.
yeah. In the first ilzo, there is a vowel followed by the s. In the
उल्टा
second,
उल्टा there's a
I mean,
consonant followed by the vowel followed मतलब उसके बाद आ रहा है so the
no, in the
consonant
first
is
one s and then there is a o.
yeah
In the second
then
one there is a e and then a s.
so yes is the only difference that makes all the difference why because in the second one the rule for liaison is that if the second word starts with a vowel then only there's a possibility of liaison ठीक है
Okay, okay.
तो अगर second word like for example in suis it doesn't start with a vowel there's no question of liaison at all. The rule for liaison is the second word has to start with a vowel.
Hmm.
ठीक है and then I'll of course look at whether it's an optional क्या बोलते हैं liaison or whether it's a compulsory one but as I told you that's something remember but your basic rule we can always remember the second word has to start with a vowel then only I will there's a scope for a liaison ठीक है तो the
Yeah.
second here je suis it is not at all starting with the vowel the second word so there is no scope for liaison पहली बात होता भी so there is nothing with the जो वो sui को दे दे in the sense that there is no sound with je that can be liaisoned to sui or sui is
Uh,
already fully capable of being sui okay
yeah, I'm getting this point. The thing is, je suis inquiet. Like, I is vowel.
oh
Yeah,
think that
that's
one
my,
sorry
yeah.
suis inquiète yeah you can say that je suis inquiète je
Oh,
suis inquiète I mean, that sound very, very subtle. I am saying that je suis inquiète, but I myself am not hearing it, honestly speaking. So, the liaison between suis ka s and inquiète ka, I je suis inquiète. But when I say it together, it almost disappears. And people, they generally would understand the sound. Je suis inquiète. You hear
je
there's a
suis,
small z, but it's subtle. It's not very obvious. And liaisons are like that. They are subtle. You have to understand that pronunciation में छोटा सा subtleness for you to understand it. ठीक है?
oh, yeah.
Yeah. To answer your question, yes, there's a liaison between Sui and Ankit. Yes, there is. I was thinking the other way. Je and Sui के बीच में. But ठीक है. Thank you. All right. Let's move on to the last one. I think this is the last one.
Furious.
Sui. And what's the difference
Yeah.
between fast and furious? Fast and Furious, but fâché and furieux.
Like the extreme form of fashion, maybe.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yes, this is the extreme form of fâché. It is furious. The same way in English, we have furious and angry. Take it. So je suis
Yeah.
furious. Will you say that? Say that, please.
Je, je suis furious.
Very nice. And je suis furieux. And the emotion is la furie. Okay. So these were the basic emotions that I wanted to formally teach you in the sense that I want to call. But of course, learning this way is no fun. I will do a dialogue. But उससे पहले I just want to bring your attention back to what we've learned before. We
Okay.
we done this expression. You remember?
No, t'inquiète pas.
What does that mean?
Don't worry.
Don't worry. ठीक है. Very nice. And this is basically when, for example, if you were saying just it, okay, I can say you ne t'inquiète pas.
Okay.
Okay. For example, if I say je suis inquiet, and what can you say to me?
No, t'inquiète pas.
Very nice. Ne t'inquiète pas, Mohit. Ça va aller. Ça va aller. Ça with the SAD, but I've not put it. Okay, ça va aller. Everything will be all right.
Okay.
So, okay. Yeah. Let's shift our attention to there's one more. Read it out later. But let's start with the dialogue. Okay. So let's just read out the alternate dialogues so that, or let me read the first one because shorter one. Yeah. You will have to read the bigger one because it's you who's
Okay.
practicing. So person one, that's me. Bonjour tout le monde. Comment ça va aujourd'hui?
Salut, ça va bien, merci. Je suis heureuse car j'ai réussi un examen difficile hier.
Very nice. C'est super. Moi aussi, je suis content. J'ai passé une super soirée hier.
Oh, ça a l'air amusant. Ok. Mais moi, je suis un peu triste aujourd'hui.
Ok. Oh non, qu'est-ce qui ne va pas?
J'ai appris que mon grand-père est malade. Ça me rend triste.
Very nice.
Ça me rend triste.
Very nice. Je suis désolé d'entendre ça. C'est normal de se sentir triste dans cette situation.
Oui, prends le temps dont tu as besoin pour te sentir meilleur. Nous sommes là pour toi.
Can you say this once again?
Nous sommes, nous sommes là pour toi.
That's not correct. Still not correct. Correct that.
Nous
Think of
sommes,
it. Correct. Yes,
nous
this is
sommes.
the correct one. Nous sommes là pour toi. Okay, what you said was this. Okay, either this
Yeah.
exists or this. We men
Okay.
are there for you.
Okay. It's changing the meaning totally.
Okay, so try to be precise in your sound so that French people they don't laugh. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
sommes là pour toi. Alright. Exactement. Les émotions comme la tristesse font de la vie. Nous sommes là pour toi. Nous sommes là pour nous soutenir les uns les autres.
Tu veux peut-être, tu veux peut-être parler de ce qui te préoccupe,
Préoccupe. Yes.
préoccupe.
Merci. Can you read this yourself? The next one.
Merci, c'est gentil. Je
Mhm.
pense que ça m'aiderait. Je suis, je suis inquiète.
Okay.
Je suis inquiète pour mon grand-père, mais je suis aussi fière de lui. Il est très malade, mais plein
Plein,
d'espoir.
plein, plein d'espoir.
Plein. OK. Il est plein d'espoir. Autrement dit, il est optimiste.
Très bien. Okay, we will look at the meanings later, okay? But now, for now,
Ok.
we're focusing our attention on the emotions. Ok, je suis confiant que ça va aller. Ne t'inquiète pas, mon ami.
Parfois, nous sommes gênés.
Gêné,
Gê-
gêné.
Gênés. OK. Parfois, nous sommes gênés et nous ne par- partageons pas nos émotions avec les autres, mais je suis contente que tu aies, pu-
Tu?
tu aies pu trouver
Oui,
la force pour
oui,
en parler.
très bien. Okay, so I've used a lot of advanced vocabulary here or advanced grammatical structures here. This is very advanced. You don't have to use it in A1, B1, even B2 as well. Okay. Just there for your reference that this exists for you to know. Then, what's the next one? Can you say this?
Allons-y, allons-y,
Ah,
allons.
no, 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 no. You have to say the liaison here. Like it is very mandatory. You don't say aloni. Aloni would means something like this. Okay. Alon.
Okay.
What's the last sound and what's the first sound? Is that a vowel? It's not, but the sound is right. E. The sound is
Allons,
a vowel sound. We you have to make the liaison with S and Y.
oh, allons-y,
Yeah. Like, can you say that again?
allons, allons-y.
Yeah. Yes. So just like in English, I mean, I'm not really sure if you've heard this, but
Hmm?
a ear or an ear.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What do
Not sure. Oh, you're
we say
actually
an ear actually?
and for mostly we use for like vowel words actually.
Yeah, but we focus on the pronunciation of that word and then we decide whether we put a or an. Okay?
Yeah.
There are lots of cases, especially words that n sometimes and m sometimes, and this one. There are other cases, but what I'm getting to is it's the sound of that word that matters, not the letter that is written. ठीक है तो यहाँ
Oh,
पे this is a very good example of the sound that matters, meaning यहाँ पे the sound of y is actually e, so we treat it as a vowel and put the liaison allons-y. We don't say allons-y. ठीक है?
okay. Allons-y.
Very nice. चलो आगे.
Allons-y. Nous, nous devons changer les. On va au
Mhm.
restaurant pour prendre un café et quelque chose à manger.
Very nice. That intonation at the end was needed. I was guessing up sentence बोल रहे हो, but then I think you saw the question mark. Which
Yeah.
is good. Oui, ça va avec moi.
Moi aussi, j'irai.
Okay, ça marche. The fourth person. Okay, last one.
Dans, dans ces, dans ces salles, c'est parti. Ah,
Wait,
allons-y
wait,
et
give me a
trouvons.
moment.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes, can you say that sentence again?
Yeah. Dans ces salles, c'est parti. Allons-y et trouvons le bonheur
Le
dans des
bonheur.
choses, le bonheur dans des choses plutôt simples.
Eh, très bien. Can you now say these two words?
C'est ça,
What's the
c'est
pronunciation of
ça,
CE?
c'est ça,
Sir,
ça.
yes, that's correct. But what's the pronunciation of CA?
Ka,
Ka. Yes, this has
Yeah.
to be
Okay.
Sakala. So you remember we did E and I separately, and then A, O, and U separately.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yes, right. So this is the same thing. Again, PDF pronunciation is very, very, very important. So let's look at the meanings of these. So just fatafat se I will give you an idea. I'm sure you
Okay.
understand this. Tout le monde, comment ça
Yeah.
va aujourd'hui? Salut,
How
ça
are
va
you
bien,
today?
merci. Je suis heureux. Oui, oui. Ça va bien, merci. Mais I'll ask, then you can tell me what is the meaning of, for example, something that you don't understand, let me know. Salut, ça va
Okay.
bien, merci. Je suis heureux car j'ai réussi l'examen difficile hier. What's the meaning of this?
Uh, uh, I have succeeded. One. I have succeeded in difficult exam yesterday.
We I passed a difficult exam, okay? Literally, I succeeded in a difficult exam, but I passed a difficult exam. Pass means I got through. Okay, I did not just give the exam, I got through. C'est super. Moi aussi, je suis contente. Oh, je suis content. J'ai passé une super soirée hier. C'est super. Moi aussi, je suis content. J'ai passé une super soirée hier. What does that mean?
Uh, More, see, me too. I am happy. I had a super like nice evening yesterday
Oui,
or
I
last.
had a nice evening yesterday.
Uh,
Très bien. Oui, oui, that's correct. ठीक है? Oh, ça a l'air amusant. Ça a
it's
l'air
amusing.
amusant.
Ça a l'air is something I'm skeptical about.
So, avoir l'air. Avoir l'air means to seem like. It seems fun, basically. That seems fun. You talked about a good evening last night, right? So maybe you did party, you did something. So I say, oh, ça a l'air amusant. That sounds fun. Like we say in English. That sounds fun.
Okay.
ठीक है?
Yeah,
But, mais moi, je suis un peu triste aujourd'hui.
but me, I am little sad today.
Mhm. Oui. Oh non, qu'est-ce qui ne va pas?
Mm.
So this is the opposite of saying ça va. Ça va, matlab, not little, but ça va. Do you say what ça va?
Ça va is fine
Yeah, ça ne va.
or not fine.
What ça ne va? Is it not fine? Ça ne va pas. ठीक है? यहाँ पे भी वही है. Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? ठीक है? Same thing.
Yeah.
What is not
Uh,
a little
I guess
sad
I'm
today? And what's the
facing
response?
little.
Okay. What is not good? What is not good? What's up with you? Okay? Tell us. And what has he
I
learned? J'ai
I guess
appris.
I'm facing little
Oui, oui.
network issues right now. Your voice is kind of, breaking down. Let me check my
Can you say
Wi-Fi and
that?
get
I
back.
actually lost you.
Yeah, hello. Am I audible?
You're audible.
I guess I'm facing some network issues right now. I Let me check my Wi-Fi and I'll get back to you in a second. Hello. Hello. Yeah, hello. You're on mute, sir.
Yes, finally. Sorry, I'm facing issues with my internet. Let me reshare my screen.
Yeah.
So yes, we were discussing. Where were we? Ça a l'air amusant? No,
No, we are on top actually. I guess.
this one, right? Present for. J'ai
Yeah,
appris que mon grand-père est malade. Ça me rend triste. Can you say that? I mean, what is the meaning of this?
that makes me sad maybe. That's
Oui,
what he
oui. That makes me sad. Very nice. And what's the meaning of the first sentence?
uh his grandfather is sick. My grandfather is sick.
Yes, I learned that my grandfather is sick. That makes me sad. ठीक है? What
Yeah.
what does the other person say? Je suis désolé d'entendre ça. C'est normal de se sentir triste dans cette situation.
I'm sorry.
Oui, I'm sorry to hear that. ठीक है? D'entendre
Okay.
ça. C'est normal de se sentir triste. It's
It's
easy.
normal to feel sad in this situation.
Very nice. Yes. Oui. आगे क्या बोलते हैं? Prends le temps dont tu as besoin pour te sentir mieux. Nous sommes là pour toi.
Take time. Uh, take time that
That
you
you
need to.
need. Oui. For
that you need to feel better.
feel better. Very nice. Te sentir mieux. Nous sommes là pour toi.
We are here for you.
We are here for you. Very nice. ठीक है? Exactement. Les émotions comme la tristesse font partie de la vie. Nous sommes là pour nous soutenir les uns les autres.
Exactly, the emotions like sadness
Oui,
uh, is a part of the life.
oui, are part of life. Very nice.
Uh, nous sommes là pour
Nous sommes
nous.
là. We are there.
We are there. Soutenir.
Pour nous soutenir. It's to support each other. ठीक है?
Okay.
Les uns les autres. Each other, basically. Les uns
Okay.
les autres. If there are like groups of people like this, they're supporting each other. ठीक है?
Yeah.
ठीक है? Tu veux peut-être parler de ce qui te préoccupe?
You will put it back. You want? Do you want to speak something
Oui, oui.
against?
What is peut-être?
Peut-être, maybe.
Oui, maybe. Do you want to maybe talk about that what is worrying you?
Okay.
ठीक है?
Okay.
The préoccupe. Préoccupe
Okay.
is to think that is something that is worrying us. ठीक है? Une
Yeah.
préoccupation.
Okay.
ठीक है?
Yeah.
Merci, c'est gentil. Je pense que ça m'aiderait.
Thank you. It's kind.
Oui, that's kind. That's kind of you. Je pense que ça m'aiderait.
I think that
अब इसको भूल जाओ, but yeah, you get the gist of this. Aider, ठीक है? Aider means what?
help.
Yeah, you would help me. ठीक है? Aider हम बाद
Yeah.
में पढ़ेंगे, but not focus on this for now. Even the
Okay.
translations, don't worry if you're not understanding all of this, ठीक है? Because the
Yeah.
focus is actually these parts where I'm teaching you the emotions. All the other thing is okay if you understand. If you don't, that's okay. But you should understand the parts that are highlighted in red and in other colors. ठीक है? These are the
Okay.
emotions that we are learning because that's the main topic. Je suis
Okay.
inquiet pour mon grand-père.
Jeez.
Je suis inquiet.
I'm worried for my grandfather.
Oui, mais je suis aussi fier de lui. Il est très malade, mais il est plein d'espoir.
I'm also proud of him.
Oui,
He is very sick, but il est plein, il est plein d'espoir.
il est
Espoir
plein
means
d'espoir.
hope, I guess. Hope.
Oui, oui, très bien. Aussi fier, et un peu fier means proud. I'm also
Yeah.
proud of him. Il est plein d'espoir. Can you say that word again?
Il est plein d'espoir.
ठीक है? Plein d'espoir. And you said it correctly. This means hope. ठीक है?
Okay.
Autrement dit, this is to say in other words,
In
il est
other words, il est optimist.
he is optimistic.
Yeah.
Okay, he's an optimist. Like he is an optimist person, optimistic person, or he is an optimist. Ok, je
Yeah.
suis confiante que ça va aller.
What is confident mean?
I am confident.
Okay. Je suis confiant que ça va aller. I'm
Oui,
confident that will be fine.
oui, everything will be fine. Ne t'inquiète pas, mon ami.
Don't worry, my friend.
Very nice. Parfois, nous sommes gênés et nous ne partageons pas nos émotions avec les autres.
Ah, no, sir. Je n'ai I
We
don't know.
are like disturbed or like sad wala disturbed. ठीक है? We are disturbed. We are irritated or disturbed in a negative way. ठीक है? Worried, irritated, disturbed, all of that can come into gêné.
Yeah. Okay. So we are worried or we are disturbed and we are not sharing our emotions with each other.
we don't share the emotions with each other, mais je suis content que tu aies pu trouver la force pour en parler. इसका मैं बता देता हूँ. It means I'm happy that you could find the courage to speak to us basically about it.
Okay.
ठीक है?
Okay. Yeah.
Allons-y, nous devons changer l'air. On va au restaurant pour prendre un café, quelque chose à manger. Nous
Nous
devons. This you need to tell me. We have read this. Nous devons changer. What is this verb and what's the format?
devoir.
This is the S1, V1, V2. V1 is
Sujet.
devoir. Oui,
Devoir is verb one, which is conjugated with sujet.
very nice.
And changer is to change.
Oui.
Verb
We
infinite.
Très bien. Very nice. So nous devons changer l'air. We need to change. It's necessary that we change l'air. Means it's necessary that literally speaking they're saying हमें हवा बदलनी पड़ेगी. ठीक है?
Oh,
But what they mean is we need to change the mood.
I get it.
I mean, ठीक है? तो
Yeah.
we need to change the atmosphere. We need to change the surroundings. Basically, we need to go somewhere. ठीक है? On va au restaurant pour prendre un café, quelque chose à manger. कुछ खाने और कैफे पीने चले. Café मतलब कॉफी. ठीक है?
Yeah.
Oui, ça va avec moi.
I'm okay with it.
Ok, moi aussi j'irai.
I'm not getting it.
No problem. This is actually the future tense, and this means okay, moi aussi I will go.
Okay. Okay.
Ça marche. That works. ठीक है? And then what did it say? Dans ce cas-là, c'est parti.
Dans ce cas-là, c'est parti.
Oui, dans ce cas-là, c'est parti. In that case, let's go. Allons-y et trouvons le bonheur dans les choses plutôt simples.
Let's
Allons,
find good. Let's
happiness.
find happiness. Happiness in
Oui,
simple things.
oui, which are things which are rather simple. ठीक है? Pluto means rather.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Okay. So just for your reference, if you don't understand anything, there's also the translations. I didn't want to put them right beside it because that would
Okay.
disturb the flow. You can read anything that you did not understand in this, but we will again cover this dialogue for other students to understand because I know this is a little tough and I don't
Yeah.
expect you to understand this in the first time. That's okay. Okay. But it will be a very good revision for you by then. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, Otherwise, I think I'm good today. We learned. So you can also go through this slide in these slides. I actually put together this one as well, but did not cover it. So these are the basic emotions that I covered in the PDF as well. Okay. Isme there'll be some others that we read in the dialogue, but we did not cover uh, in
PA.
the PDF, right? So you can read them here. They are self-explanatory, but this thing is something that I will discuss maybe in the next class because I
Oh,
need other people as well. Okay,
yeah.
then we can do the dialogue once more. And yes, you can read through this one. This is something self-explanatory, but I prepared these two slides for emotions as well. Just go through these photos and you'll know. इसमें there is timid already, there is gêné, embarrassed, ठीक है? Confiante, then
Okay.
fear, okay? All of these are there. You can read them.
Sure. Okay.
ठीक है? Let's meet tomorrow at the same time. And for today, just revise what we've done today, and of course the previous things.
Sure. Yes.
All right. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir et à demain.
Merci, monsieur. À demain. Bonne journée.
Bonne journée.